I won't make you try to say that one. How about that one? Everybody say Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. The Hebrews used to spell it this way. They often still do because they consider the name of God so reverent that they wanted to make it unpronounceable. And this is the name that many of them attribute to being most clearly the name of God, the name that God identified himself with in one of the most famous passages to Moses. God said to Moses, I am who I am. Here Moses is, and God approaches him, and God says, I want you to go rescue all my people, all the Hebrews from Egypt. Go take them out. You're going to take them all away. And Moses says, it's an impossible task. And the minute I set foot in there, they're going to want to know which God sent me. Because the Egyptians believed in the God of the sun, and they believed in the God of the moon, and they believed in the God of the stars, and they believed in the God of the harvest, and they believed in the God of the Nile, and they believed in the God of the fields, and they believed in the God of the weather. And Moses says, which God do I tell them sent me? How are they going to listen to me? And even the Hebrews who had labored as slaves in this Egyptian culture were wont to pick and choose from those gods themselves. And he said, who shall I say sent me? And God says, tell them, I am sent you. I am not the God of the sun or the God of the moon or the God of the stars. I'm not merely one of those. I am. What happens to the God of the sun when the sun burns out? What happens to the God of the moon when the moon falls out of its orbit? What happens to the God of the harvest when the harvest is terrible? God says, I am not dependent on anything. For all eternity, I am. Jesus echoed that phrase in the New Testament when people wanted to know who he was. He told them very, very clearly that he was God. If you don't believe he clearly said that he was God, you should watch the reactions of the Jews around him every time he said that he was God. They picked up rocks to kill him for blasphemy, not just for bad philosophy. Jesus said at one point, before Abraham was, I am. It not only speaks of the independence of who God is, but it also speaks to us, just as the God all-sufficient speaks to us. God is gracious enough to identify himself according to our needs as well. And he tells us that he is, for you, what your need is. Jesus said, I am the bread of life. Can you imagine a world without food? What's your life like without the staff, the bread, the food of life? He said, I am the light of the world. What if this were a completely dark world? He says, I am the gate. I am the door. I am the good shepherd, he says. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the vine. What is God's name?
Go ahead and stand.
Christ the Lord forever. Hear our praises now. Your name is matchless. Your name is priceless. Your name means more than I can know. You're so far above me. The way that you love me goes farther than any love can know. Judah, mighty God is who you are, the only perfect sacrifice.